Welcome back to BACARDÍ Thailand. This is your host, Varia, and tonight I'm at Havana Social for a special party hosted by BACARDÍ Thailand. So let's get inside. Come.
Good evening everyone. My name is Rod. I am trade advisor for BACARDÍ Thailand. Okay, so thank you everyone to join BACARDÍ Rum Room tonight. So, but I'm not the speed person. I have another guy. Please clap your hand to Mr. Nakun Roy. He is the commercial director for BACARDÍ Thailand.
Thank you everyone, thank you. For those of you who know me, I'm not much of a talker when it comes to speeches, but everything else, we can figure that out over a few drinks. So I'm just going to keep it short and sweet. But listen, I just wanted to say welcome to everybody, and a big thank you for all of you to come out this evening to the official launch of the BACARDI Reservoir range for Thailand. A few of you may have already seen these bottles out in the trade, but now you'll start to see a lot more as we'll be activating a lot more frequently. So definitely watch this space. Once again, a big thank you to all of our trade partners for your support. My team has worked extremely hard setting this event up, so both a huge round of applause, and Lakana as well. So cheers guys. Cheers.
Just one word. Thank you and enjoy BACARDÍ Cuatro, Ocho and Diez. Thank you very much.
Now I'm at the second floor, ready for some rum tasting.
Media, bartenders, and rum lovers are welcome to the Rum Room, hosted by these three hospitable ambassadors.
So ladies and gents, welcome. I hope you guys are enjoying yourselves. My name is Mike and I'm the brand ambassador of BACARDI. I'm based in Singapore. Anyways guys, welcome and thanks for joining us today here for the official BACARDI Premium launch in Bangkok. And today we're gonna let you taste 4 amazing rums. Over here we got BACARDÍ Cuatro, BACARDÍ Ocho and BACARDÍ Diez. And they are all Spanish for BACARDI 4, BACARDI 8 and BACARDI 10. Most people know BACARDI as the white rum, and you know you make great daiquiris with it, great mojitos with it. But now we want to bring up the level of BACARDI. We want to introduce BACARDÍ Premium Portfolio. So BACARDI is founded in 1862 by Don Facundo BACARDI Maso, right? So a very long history, more than 160 years. Right? So the founder Don Facundo, he was the first one that kind of pioneered the process of making really good refined rum, and he actually spent 10 years doing research and development, and finally he came up with these 4 pioneering techniques back in 1862. So the first one is the use of a single strain of yeast. Right? In BACARDI we have a very special yeast. It's got its name. It's called La Levadura BACARDI. This strain of yeast we have been using since 1862, and yeast is actually very important because it impacts more than 40% of the flavors of the finished product. Right? Second is the use of a parallel production process, which means that BACARDI rum is not just one rum. It's actually 2 different rums that we make in our distillery, and we blend them together to create the perfect balanced rum. Right? Next is purposeful aging. In BACARDI we use ex-bourbon barrels, and there's techniques that our maestro uses to make sure that our rums ages beautifully. And finally, charcoal filtration process, which removes impure flavors and aromas from the rums. Our rums, they are aged under the Caribbean sun. We have today Bacardi 4 years, Bacardi 8 years, and Bacardi 10 years. We can go right in the middle. Anybody want to guess, after we age Bacardi for 8 years under the Caribbean sun, how many percentage of rum do we lose after 8 years? So look at this graph over here. We got 3 lines. Over here is the percentage of rum in the barrel or liquid in the barrel. Over here is the number of years that you age. Right? And we've got 3 different lines. The red color line is rum, right? And then the black color line is your bourbon, right? And then your yellow color line is your Scotch whiskey. So in Scotland, the weather is very cold, right? It's not as hot as in the Caribbean. And because of that, when you age Scotch whiskey in Scotland for 8 years, after 8 years, you actually lose about just 18% of the whiskey, right? And if you age something if you age your bourbon for 8 years, you actually lose 28% of the bourbon after 8 years. And if you age your rum, Bacardi rum, because it's aged under the Caribbean sun, we get a lot of angels share. The angels love stealing our rum from us. After 8 years, we actually lose about 45% of the overall rum.
Now let's get the tasting session begin. Well, we start with the Cuatro with raisin, then Ocho with apricot, and Diez with dark chocolate.
Now the tasting session is over. We're back at the first floor again for more cocktail by our world champions, Ronnaporn Kanivichaporn and Praphakorn.
So let's get the party started.